Federal government to harness potentials of Nigerian healthcare professionals in the diaspora. Nigerian Police Trust Fund promises upgrade of police facilities across the country. President Tinubu urges church to collaborate with government in building a virile nation. Hello and welcome to the news at 11 on Nta News 24. We are live in Abuja. My name is Frama Panyi, and now the news in details. Federal government is strategizing to harness vast potential of Nigerian healthcare professionals in the diaspora with the target of improving the sector. Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Tunji Alausa, revealed this at the Stakeholders Forum for Implementation of Nigerian Health Professionals in Diaspora Engagement Program, organized by the Public-Private Partnership Diaspora Unit of the Ministry. Olusheye Adiagbo has details.
Health worker migration or brain drain is high in Nigeria, as current statistics on the skilled health worker to patient ratio is put at 1 per 9,000 patients, far below the World Health Organization's target, thus creating uncertainty in the country's ability to attain both universal health coverage and Sustainable Development Goals 2030 agenda. This engagement is on strengthening partnership that will enable Nigeria to utilize experiences and knowledge of diaspora health professionals.
This forum therefore provides us with the unique opportunity to chart a clear course on how we can deepen the engagement between the government and Nigeria health professionals in diaspora, ensuring that together we can create a healthcare system that is not only resilient, but also inclusive, equitable, and world-class, and most importantly, sustainable.
When they go out there, they get exposed and they excel. And they always have a bit of Nigeria in their heart. They always want to bring back home. And I think the benefit we are going to derive from here, they are going to bring the expertise back home. And we are likely also to get more resources, financially back into the country.
Other submissions at the meeting provided key insights on policies and programs of the renewed Hope Health sector-wide approach to improve Nigeria's healthcare system through public-private partnerships. In Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, Nta News.
The Sokoto State Government has donated 10 vehicles to support military operations in the Northwest region. Governor Ahmed Aliyu handed over the vehicles to the Minister of State Defense, Bello Mohammed, at a brief ceremony in Sokoto. Bashir Ibrahim Nababa has the details.
The fight against bandits, kidnappers and other criminal elements in the Northwest is gathering more momentum with a recent visit to the frontline areas in Sokoto State by the Minister for State Defense, Bello Mohammed. To complement the efforts, Governor Ahmed Aliyu unveils 10 operational vehicles for security forces at the instance of the minister. Governor Aliyu commended the president for his foresight and political will to tackle insecurity in the region, reiterating that his administration will continue to collaborate with the federal government to end banditry and criminality in the country.
We need to support Mr. President. We need to support his policies. We need to support his program, and we need to pray for Mr. President to succeed.
Minister of State Defense Bello Mohammed described the gesture as commendable, adding that it will further motivate the federal government to provide maximum support to troops of Operation Fansariyama to counter banditry and crimes in the frontline areas. The minister revealed that the federal government is deploying CNG vehicles to Sokoto State, along with provision of refilling centers and conversion kits to ease transportation difficulties.
That shows his resilience and his commitment to ensure that Sokoto is free from all form of criminality.
The General Officer commanding 8th Division Nigerian Army Sokoto, Brigadier General Ibikunle Ajose, appreciates the governor for his administration's sustained support to security agencies in the state. From Sokoto, Bashir Ibrahim Nababa, Nta News.
In Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Abiodun Lagbaja has inaugurated a newly renovated, remodeled and equipped ultra-modern 10-classroom story building at Community Secondary School Umbu Isuzo local government area of Enugu State. Lieutenant General Lagbaja at the inauguration advised the community to guard the project jealously. Susan Eze reports.
The school building project is a special intervention project in furtherance of the Army's civil-military cooperation and kinetic approach to the security of the country. Chief of Army Staff represented, as well as the Chief of Civil Military Affairs, called for the continued support of the Nigerian Army in her quest to secure the nation.
On our part, I want to assure the nation that the Nigerian Army will continue to carry out kinetic and non-kinetic operations to address the security challenges facing the country.
The Chief of Army Staff Special Intervention Civil Military Cooperation Progress Scheme is an initiative that seeks to strengthen civil military relations, promote collaboration and community development.
The project executor, Major General J.O. Woki, and the Enugu State Governor represented, extolled the Nigerian Army for their efforts at keeping the nation secured, while calling on members of Mbu community to protect the facilities provided for them.
For every of our people who will go to school here, make sure that you don't betray the purpose for which this edifice was built. That is to say, be studious. Let us find you worthy in character and learning.
The highly elected members of the community thanked the Nigerian Army for the honor done to them and promised to put the edifice into good use.
We are really very, very grateful to the Nigerian Army for such a wonderful project cited in my own community.
What they did for us, we stand as a beacon of hope for future generations. May God bless them.
In Enugu, Susan Eze, Nta News.
And the federal government is set to upgrade all police facilities in the country to enable it deliver optimally on its mandate. The Executive Secretary, Nigerian Police Trust Fund, Alhaji Mohammed Shaidu, gave the assurance while inspecting facilities at the Police Staff College, Oji River, and the Detective College in Enugu. Again, let's get the report from Susan Eze.
The Executive Secretary, Nigerian Police Trust Fund, Mohammed Shaidu, in company of the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of training and development, Frank Mba, while inspecting facilities at the Nigerian Police College, Oji River, and the Police Detective College, Enugu, maintained that the upgrade will significantly reposition the institution as part of the commitment of the federal government to equip the Nigerian police and improve the welfare of personnel for optimal performance.
One of the things we've come here to look at is how we can actually increase and help the structure and the foundation here, basically to see how we can empower and make sure that the situation, living conditions and training conditions of the personnel that will come out of this place is actually brought and upgraded.
DIG Frank Mba described the police college as one of the 4 premier colleges in the country, hence the need to fix all the challenges of the school to bring it at par with the international level.
This school has a history of training detectives from other police formations across West Africa. This school has a history of training detectives from the armed forces and other law enforcement agencies within the country.
Over 600 recruits are currently undergoing training at the college in Oji River. The upgrade of the facilities is in consonance with the renewed hope initiative of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In Enugu, Susan Eze, Nta News.
in a move aimed at revitalizing the People's Democratic Party's structure and restoring confidence among its members. The National Treasurer Ahmed Yayeri Mohammed says he has officially assumed duty as the acting national chairman of the PDP. His inaugural address to party members, made available to the media in Abuja this Sunday, expressed gratitude for the overwhelming support he has received, acknowledging the urgent need for self-examination within the party. He emphasized that recent internal conflict and a deviation from core values have hindered the PDP's effectiveness as a formidable opposition force in Nigerian politics. The factional chairman outlined his commitment to adhering strictly to the party's constitution and ensuring fair treatment for all members, regardless of their position. He also announced plans to convene the long-awaited National Executive Committee meeting on October 24, 2024, and urged the North Central Zone, entitled to nominate a replacement for former National Chairman Iocha Ayu, to act promptly in forwarding its nominee for NEC consideration. The Methodist Church in Abuja has celebrated its 40th anniversary in a grand Thanksgiving service, bringing together congregants and political leaders to meditate on 4 decades of faith, fellowship, and community service. President Bola Tinubu, in a message delivered at the anniversary, urged the church to collaborate with government in building a Nigeria that reflects collective aspiration of its people. Ekene Ndulue reports.
With a theme centered around gratitude and service, the anniversary celebration highlighted the achievements of the Methodist Church in Abuja. Prelate of the Methodist Church, Most Reverend Oliver Abba, urged Nigerians not to lose hope in the government, but to look forward with hope and determination.
When we join hands together, pray for one another, understanding where all of us are going, Nigeria will be great. Because Nigeria has a pride of place in the map of the world because of our population.
It was an opportunity to honor those who have served meritoriously in various capacities. Former military head of state General Yakubu Gowon and former President Olusegun Obasanjo were conferred with the titles of Knights of John Wesley, while President Bola Tinubu, represented by the FCT minister among other leaders, were recognized for their contributions to national growth.
The church can be a platform for social transformation, where individuals come together to enact change, promote peace, and uplift the people.
If we call the name of God and we go humbly before God and we really show remorse and pray to God, God will heal our land.
And let us continue to believe in our faith, that it is a faith that ensures, that bring about peace and love.
As the festivities continued, the Methodist Church in Abuja says it looks forward to continuing its mission of service and spiritual enrichment for many years to come. Ekene Ndulue, Nta News.
Right, we'll pause here, take a short break. We will come back with more news.
How sweet the sound.
The family of late Dangfom Miscom John Katkwap Talen of Shandam, Plateau State, announces the sudden demise of their dear son, brother, grandson, husband, father, and friend, late Mr. Richard Adamutalen, whose sad event occurred early hours on Sunday, October 6, 2024. The late Richard Talen, who died at the age of 42 years in Abuja after a brief illness, is survived by a mother, wife, 3 children, 4 sisters, and in-laws. Burial arrangement. Tuesday, October 15, 2024, there will be a Christian wake-keep at St. Finbar's Catholic Church, Wayfield, Jos, Plateau State. Time, 4 p.m. Wednesday, October 16, 2024, sympathizers are to assemble at Air Force Military Hospital, Rayfield, Jos. Time, 7 a.m. The corpse will be conveyed from the hospital immediately thereafter to Shandam town. Requiem Mass will take place at Sacred Heart Catholic Cathedral, Shandam, at 11 a.m. Final interment will be immediately after Mass at the family compound, GRA, Shandam, Yelwa Road. Announcer, Air Vice Marshal U.S. Abbas, retired, for the family.
Welcome back. Now, in 2007, the United Nations General Assembly declared October 15 as International Rural Women's Day, a day set aside to honor the immense contributions and resilience of rural women across the globe. Now, this day also highlights the pivotal role these women play in sustaining food security and driving agricultural progress. As Nigeria joins the global celebration, our correspondent Abdullahi Mustafa visited Dumaji, a vibrant farming community in Kano State, where the observance took on a special significance with the inauguration of several transformative projects.
Dumaji, a flourishing agricultural community in Kano State, thrives year-round due to efficient irrigation. For young farmer Abdullahi Adamu, the harvest season is promising, but he dreams of higher yields with access to modern machinery.
I am expecting 3 bags from this particular field, but when combined with the yield from the other 2 plots, I could get a total of 60 to 65 bags.
In the same community, Farida Muhammad and fellow agro-processors celebrate International Rural Women's Day and World Food Day, marking the opening of a rice processing center by Women Farmers Advancement Network, WOFAN.
Whenever the rice is processed, we use the polisher to polish the rice, the destoner to destone it, and it's ready for consumption.
This facility, along with maize threshing machines, electric motorcycles, and 24 logistics tricycles, boosts productivity and empowers local farmers.
When they process, off-takers come to buy their rice from here, and they pay through the POS. So it makes it a complete agro-business that we are doing in this location.
Beyond agriculture, WOFAN supports people with special needs, providing a business hub, a solar-powered borehole, and opportunities for the entire community. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, Nta News.
As part of government's strategy to assist vulnerable individuals rebuild their lives, National Commission for Refugees, Migrants, and Internally Displaced Persons has distributed empowerment kits to people affected by crisis and displacement in Anambra State. Joy Iluebu reports.
Crisis and displacement reports show can have lasting effects on individuals and communities as they struggle to find their feet. It is against this background that the federal government, through the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, distributed over 100 barbing and sewing kits to persons in Awka North and South local government areas of Anambra State to support and empower those affected by crisis and displacement rebuild their lives in the current economic situation.
My advice is that they will not sell those items. Let them go and make use of it. Because when they make use of it, they'll have money.
Executive Secretary, Anambra State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, Paul Odenibo, who was represented by Ndidi Omega, pointed out that the kits represent an investment in skills, creativity, and ambition.
On behalf of the state government, I wish to thank the federal government, the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, NCI, for their kind gesture to the state.
I benefited today. I'm so happy because it will help me to even generate more income.
I just want to appreciate the federal government for doing a great job.
They did well. They did well and they continue doing well.
Meanwhile, the Commission says it is working towards establishing skill acquisition centers in each of the 6 geopolitical zones and that it will serve as training hubs for people of concern in all states in the Southeast Zone. In Oka, Joy Ilwebu, Nta News.
Now, in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to improve healthcare services in rural areas, critical medical equipment have been donated to 2 primary health centers in Ijumo local government area of Kogi State through the National Lottery Trust Fund. Jonathan Omajali has more on the inauguration of the equipment, which took place in Ikoyi and Iyagbade communities.
In line with its mission to address critical needs, the National Lottery Trust Fund identified 2 communities in Ijumu local government area of Kogi State to enhance their health sectors. The communities, Iyagbade and Ikoyi, were in joyous mood as various medical equipment, including diagnostic equipment, surgical tools, patient care supplies, and laboratory diagnostic instruments, among others, were given to their primary health centers. For Iyagbade, it was a day of double celebration, with the inauguration coinciding with his annual cultural celebration. Tosin Adeyanju, the Executive Secretary of the National Lottery Trust Fund, represented, stated that the government will continue to enhance health services to meet community needs.
Let them take ownership of it and utilize it well, because the agency will be coming for monitoring and feedback.
Actually, the people were happy, and we have told them that it's just the beginning of the dividend of democracy they have started seeing.
This is just the beginning of the good things that will come to Ijumo land. And with the assistance of the minister, I think we will even do more than what they have asked.
Stakeholders praised the initiative as a clear sign of the government's commitment to addressing health issues in rural areas, and requested the establishment of a cottage hospital.
Very special day that we have to commission the multi-million health care equipment we are giving.
You are championing health for your community, and you are blessed that the federal government has recognized this particular opportunity, and they have come to honor us with this. It is a wonderful thing.
We need an improvement, and that is why we have looked at the aspect of a cottage hospital, health facilities to be made available into this place.
Ikoyi Primary Health Center also took delivery of the items worth over 150 million naira. Jonathan Omajali, NTA News.
You're watching the news at 11 on NTA News 24. Now here are a major highlights of the news. Federal government to harness potentials of Nigerian healthcare professionals in the diaspora. Nigerian Police Trust Fund promises upgrade of police facilities across the country. And President Tinubu urges church to collaborate with government in building a virile nation.
This is NTA News 24.
The son of the former Minister of Women Affairs and former Deputy Governor of Plateau State, late Richard Adamotalen, is described as forthright and God-fearing who faithfully served humanity in different capacities. This was at a Requiem Mass, a night of tribute held in his honor at the Holy Trinity Catholic Church, Maitama, Abuja. Steve Lona Nwakolo completes the report.
The Requiem Mass, which commenced with the procession of the clergy led by the Cardinal Emeritus, His Eminence Cardinal John Onaiko, was attended by family members, friends, colleagues, and well-wishers, including the former Senate President and former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator Anyim Pius Anyim, former Governor of Plateau State, His Excellency Simon Lalong, former governor of Imo State, His Excellency Rochas Okorocha, and wife of the former Vice President, Her Excellency Titi Abubakar. In a homily centered on the transitory nature of life and the hope of eternal life, Reverend Father Hilary Ugwanyi reflected on the virtues and faith of the deceased as he attributed them to God's mercy. Prayer of the faithful and special prayers were also offered for the deceased and grieving family while seeking divine strength to bear the loss. The Requiem Mass culminated in a night of tributes, which was an emotional-filled event, yet celebratory. It saw family friends, well-wishers gathered to share memories, experiences, and stories about the deceased amidst songs.
To lose a 42-year-old son, it's almost like Mama Maria losing a 33-year-old son. But the Lord is good.
My joy is full because he ended well with the Lord. He was a wonderful child. The Lord has given, the Lord has taken. Glory be his name.
We pray God Almighty to give him an everlasting rest.
Friends and associates also shared their experiences about the warm-heartedness of Richard Adamu Talen and what they will miss him for.
It's painful, but we are comforted in the fact that his children are there to continue the good work and deeds God planted in Adamu.
I've never seen someone who was from such a wonderful background, so humble, no airs around him.
The late Richard Adamu Talen, who died after a brief illness in Abuja, will be buried in his family compound, Shendam, in Plateau State, on the 16th of October. He is survived by his wife, children, mother, and siblings. In Abuja, Steve Lonai Nwaokolo, Nta News.
And that concludes the news at 11 on Nta News 24. Thank you for watching. My name is Frama Panyi. Have a good night.